Welcome back once again. Today we are looking at rates and how to express them in their simplest form. So, similar to a ratio, a rate is a comparison of quantities, but different to a rate is a comparison of quantities measured that in different units. So speed is a really common example of a rate. It compares distance and time. And so a really common way we can express speed, or we often see speed, is in kilometers per hour. So we might say that the rate is 60 kilometers per hour. So a rate in its simplest form tells us how many of the first unit compared to one of the second. So my example there of speed, 60 kilometers per hour, that means 60 kilometers are traveled for every 1 hour of time. So I'll just take you through a couple of examples of how to express rates in their simplest form. So our first example is going to ask us to um, express 87 cars produced by a factory in 3 hours in its simplest form. So, as I mentioned before, we want to express how many of the first unit, so in this case, that's the number of cars, compared to one of the second. So, in this case, that's hours. So, we've got 3 hours, we need to get that down to 1 hour. So, we're going to divide by three. So, essentially, what you're doing is dividing the first unit by the second unit. So 87 divided by 3 is going to give us a rate of 29 cars per hour. And then just another quick example to make sure you've really got it. If you've got ham that costs $50 for 8 kilograms, again, we want to get that 8 kilograms down to 1 kilogram. So we need to divide by 8. It's as simple as looking at it and saying, okay, I'm going to divide the first unit by the second unit. So 50 divided by 8 gives me a rate of $6.25 per kilo. I think it's just important to note with rates that it's not really a difficult concept. It's just a matter of ensuring that you express the rate with its units. So, unlike ratios where we have only numbers in our ratio, a rate must have its units or it will not make any sense.